These juicy gems are grown under the sun, picked at their peak, and will get ready in a bit. With its unforgettable flavor. Oh my God. And we will run you through the mesmerizing process. Tomatoes are delicate little miracles of nature, which seem to get ruined if we touch them firmly. But I wonder how huge harvesting scoops up those perfectly ripe tomatoes. And the icing on the cake is, these machines eat up the entire crop of tomatoes. Tomatoes and all. But you must be wondering, how on earth it is releasing only the red, not even the green tomatoes. So let me show you a little science working in here. Once the container's filled with ripe tomatoes, a little scoop of the millions of them, to run their special unloading system. Yes, a lot of water is poured through the huge pipe for easy and bruise-free tomatoes transferring. It's because water gently moves the tomatoes without damaging them this way. The tomatoes stay fresh and intact. Plus, it helps rinse off any loose dirt. They are kept for less than an hour to cool them. Next up, the tomatoes get collected again through a safe. The tomatoes are transported for further. It gets rid of any leftover dirt, pesticides, round for these manual detectors. Apologies. Fixated their eyes on every passing tomato. Or even rotten tomatoes can pass through. After the final wash, you may ask, why steaming? Because, for loosening up those stubborn tomato skins. This would make peeling them super easy. These machines have a super important job, because the skin can be tough. This step ensures the quality and texture are on point, using only the best tomatoes. Peeled and clean tomatoes are passed through to make sure they're perfect. Both, they look closely to see if there's any skin left on the tomatoes. Top-notch tomatoes are going. These machines quickly chop them into small before they are processed into tomato paste. Chopping them first, them into smooth tomato paste, into manageable steps, and toppings like pasta and pizza. Now, a bunch of modern detectors. The tomatoes are all set for grinding. Commercial grinders to create a thick tomato paste. This process involves both grinding and sterilizing. It takes a bit of time to get the packaging Nowadays, you know, with the help of robotic systems, glass jars will be used here, and non-reactive to the acidic nature of tomato paste. They make sure every jar keeps the tomato paste fresh. It's a modern way to make sure your tomato paste Bounty bars are irresistible to coconut lovers. Each bite is a delightful combination of sweet, pickled cucumber or pickles. Same cuisine that you can never resist. The seeding process for pickles has begun. Each seed is placed at just the right depth in the soil. Once planted, the seeds are attended regularly. Farmers usually keep the bees near their crops and their activity of extracting nectar, efficiency, and higher quality produce. Over time, the saplings are grown-up plants now. Well, you may ask, why don't they use machinery harvesting too? Here you get to see that automated process. They have made this amazingly systematic unit. They are pretty good at what they are doing, and you can see it's just a one-man job. This way, large companies save a lot of labor expense. You will be well, with that marvelous engineering, after the cucumbers have been harvested, so we have arrived inside a temporary facility. Here comes the critical step. And free from any dirt or pesticide residue, before they undergo the pickling process. The workers manually check that. Now, they are ready to be taken towards the major unit. Brining is the process, with a flavorful solution. Consisting of the secret ingredients and tangy deliciousness. The cucumbers rest in brine for 1 to 4 weeks. But once the time is up, that much pile of pickles you have tasted both sliced and whole cucumber pickles is, by the way, all done mechanically. Turning from ordinary cucumbers into flavorful pickles. Everywhere. While and the special liquid to keep them fresh. So I can enjoy your company. See, they are all ready to dispatch. You may comment down below or enjoyed watching their entire procedure. Here's how sushi goes from a simple idea. Let's explore the world of sushi. The first step in making sushi rolls. This means and properly set up. Once the pots are ready, sushi rice needs to be soaked. Soaking the rice allows it to absorb moisture. Once the rice are perfectly soaked and settled, and it is rinsed multiple times, based onto conveyor belts, to the next stage of the process, to separate every grain and move to the hopper. Let's watch preparing the rest of the ingredients. With everything ready, now comes the fun part. The machines. While the workers place the meats and veggies, from fresh, crisp vegetables, everything is all lined up for this step. This would be all done, which will perfectly rolled out. Just look at those enormous sushi rolls. This one was a billion times satisfactory. The workers. And feed the sushi rolls into the machine. The ready-to-eat rolls are now all set to get covered, which seals them to keep them fresh. With precision. Spicy goodness. After the rice gets its spicy makeover, and it is then topped with meat to add crunch and color to each kimbap pack. Each piece is carefully cut for a perfect bite, the neatly cut. Each pack is sealed tightly. And that's how your favorite kimbap packs. Big rolls of rubber. This rubber is mixed with special ingredients. Once we have our rubber pieces ready, to do this, they use metal molds. Spherical shape. These people are so smart. with molds which will later be cut into smaller chunks. By placing the mold, they're able to cut the ball halves. One more important thing, by grinding the ball halves to make sure they are even, to secure the halves and make a perfect ball. The balls are ready for their felt cover. The outer layer of a tennis ball is made from felt, are carefully cut into precise shapes. Fuzzy cover of the ball, the cutting machines. The adhesive used during intense play while remaining flexible. The prepared felt pieces are glued onto the rubber core to ensure the felt is evenly distributed. Tennis balls. It's filled with air. Without this pressurization, they'd be too flat or too stiff. So the balls play just like they're supposed to. Once the balls are pumped up to their ideal pressure, the containers keep the balls from losing any air. Or your local tennis court, they wouldn't perform as well. Each step is essential, bouncy and ready for the game. With the walnuts now dry, it's time for cracking, which carefully break open the hard outer shells. The cracking machines are designed to handle this task. Watch as the shells split open. After cracking, the walnuts are inspected. They move through packaging machines, sealed tight, ready to be shipped out and enjoyed. Breadsticks are a beloved snack and appetizer. Let's see how. Loud and fed into a shaping machine. The machine slices the dough into long, next stop, the oven. The breadsticks are sent to an oven. Ready meals are so convenient, and they taste great too. Yeah, reheat them in oven, or maybe on stove. Here fresh meat is mixed and prepared. Next, let's visit the pasta section. Mixed to perfection, making sure each grain is just right. Once cooked, the rice is portioned into containers. Pasta is added, creating a balanced and hearty dish. when meals are rapidly frozen, and mold, which can cause spoilage, ensuring they remain safe and fresh. Also, to lock in the fresh flavors. The final step is packaging and labeled for convenience. From the factory to your fridge,